The Super Bowl is the biggest game of the year, but what we often miss, underneath all the spectacle, is the human story. This game isn't just about strength and strategy. It's the absolute culmination of a lifetime of work, it's a pressure cooker of emotion, and it's the stage for some of the most intense dramas you can possibly imagine. So today, we're going behind the helmet to really explore those stories.
Think about this for a second. Right before that first whistle, former players like Ryan Clark say this is what hits you. It's not the noise, it's not the lights, it's the memory of being that kid in the backyard. It's that one single moment where a lifetime of dreams just crystallizes.
So how in the world do players handle that kind of immense pressure? Well, here's how we're going to break it down. First, we're going to step right into the storm of Super Bowl week. Then, we'll dive into the heart of our story. Two quarterbacks on two totally different, legendary paths. One is seeking redemption, the other is fulfilling a prophecy. And finally, we'll explore what it all leads to. That moment, a legacy is cemented forever.
All right, let's start with the unique pressure of Super Bowl week. You might think it's all just focused preparation, but for the players, it's what one analyst calls the storm before the calm.
You have to understand, for a player, absolutely nothing about this week is normal. Their entire routine gets thrown right out the window. Schedules are all over the place, they can't get their usual physical treatments, and even studying film becomes a huge challenge. And instead of a familiar environment, they're just constantly surrounded by media, family, reporters, all reminding them that this is anything but a normal game.
But then, on Saturday, everything just shifts. The chaos finally stops. The teams often get moved to a new hotel away from all the media and the distractions, and suddenly, it's just the team. The storm passes, this incredible sense of calm sets in, and it's back to being just you and your boys. This long wait brings up a huge question that really divides players and coaches. Is the 2-week break before the Super Bowl a blessing, or is it a curse?
So on one hand, it's a huge help physically. Players get some much-needed time for treatment on all those nicks and bruises that have piled up over a long season. But mentally, it can be a total trap. Players talk about becoming overly prepared, where they just overthink and overanalyze every single little detail. They're getting pulled in so many different directions that a lot of them would rather just play the game the very next Sunday.
That immense pressure, it sets the stage for some incredible stories. And this year, we have a perfect example. Two quarterbacks on completely opposite ends of the spectrum, and each one is fighting for their very first championship.
On one side, you've got Sam Darnold, who we're calling the Redeemer. His is a story of pure resilience against all the odds. And on the other, you have Drake Maye, the prodigy, a story of excellence and the just crushing weight of expectation. It's like something out of a movie. Two classic archetypes, one ultimate prize.
Let's start with the Redeemer, Sam Darnold. I'm telling you, his journey is just a powerful lesson in perseverance.
There's a saying among players, this league will humble you like nothing else. And when you're drafted 3rd overall, the expectation is that you'll one day lead a franchise to this exact game. So when that doesn't happen, and you start bouncing between teams, that doubt, it inevitably creeps in. And man, his road has been anything but easy. Drafted high by the Jets, but it just never clicked. He moves to the Panthers, still can't find his footing. He ends up as a backup. Then he gets a shot with the Vikings, wins 14 games, and is still told he's not good enough. It's the story of a journeyman who simply refused to quit.
The ultimate gut punch, though, that came in Minnesota. After winning 14 games, the team didn't just move on, they chose an injured rookie who had never thrown a single NFL pass over him. It was a decision a lot of people called unforgivable, just a clear sign that the organization simply didn't believe in him. And that's why his journey resonates so far beyond football. It's for anyone who has ever been forgotten, or given up on, or just flat out told they weren't good enough. For Sam Darnold, winning this Super Bowl would be the ultimate validation. Okay, now let's look at the other side of the coin. Drake Maye's story isn't about being counted out. No, it's about the crushing weight of being the chosen one from the very beginning.
If Drake Maye wins this game, he enters a very, very exclusive club. Just think about the names on this list. Tom Brady, Ben Roethlisberger, Kurt Warner, Russell Wilson. These are quarterbacks who won a Super Bowl in their first 2 years. They didn't just win a game, they became instant legends who changed the entire trajectory of their organization. So you see, for Maye, this isn't about proving doubters wrong. His story is one of pure excellence. It's about taking an organization that was winning only 4 games a year
And then, in just his second season, delivering on the promise that he could lead them to a championship. It's about not just meeting, but exceeding these sky-high expectations.
So what's truly at stake for both Darnold and Maye? It's so much more than just a ring. It's about how their legacy will be defined forever. And to really understand that, let's look at a recent example, the case of Matthew Stafford, whose Super Bowl MVP performance completely rewrote his story.
I mean, the numbers from his championship MVP season were just staggering. He threw for 46 touchdowns,
with only 8 interceptions and threw for over 4,700 yards. It was an absolutely elite performance. And what made it even more remarkable was that he was coming back from a career-threatening back injury.
That single performance changed everything. Winning the Super Bowl MVP basically solidified his case as a first-ballot Hall of Famer. It elevated him right into the conversation of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play the game.
But at the end of the day, Stafford's legacy isn't just defined by stats or by trophies. It's defined by the profound respect of his teammates. When stars like Devontae Adams or Puka Nacua rave about him, about his toughness and his leadership, that's the real testament. That is the greatest compliment you can ever get. Which brings us right back to the two men at the center of this year's game. Two different paths, two powerful narratives. So what makes a greater story? Is it Sam Darnold's long, hard-fought road to redemption? Or is it Drake Maye's brilliant, undeniable flash of destiny fulfilled? Well, that's the question this game is finally going to answer.